afternoon. Saturday, 2020. You're having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. It is gorgeous here in the land of enchantment, Newco and Carlsbad area. 71 degrees, sunny skies. Early this morning, you can see behind me. Yesterday, I had a bobcat behind my shoulder. Today, if you look, you can see some smoke coming out of that pit boss smoker griller. I got up about 6:30 this morning and put on a pork shoulder. Later today, going to have a pulled pork barbecue. Forward to that, and I hope you and your family, wherever you are today, and be safe. Look forward to tomorrow worship together, even if we're not able to be at the same spot. We can, through technology, be able to worship together at 10:45 on Facebook Live as well as YouTube. So I encourage you to be part of that, or wherever you are, to join church family as they work together tomorrow on the Lord's Day. But as we're just thinking about John chapter 4, if you remember the story, Jesus would a woman, Samaritan woman by the well, probably in the middle of the day. His disciples went into town to find some food. He had a conversation with her, and she left, went back into town. His disciples finally got back with food, and they wanted to make sure Jesus was eating. John chapter 4, verse 31. John writes, "In the meantime, the disciples kept urging him, wrap something. But I have food that you do not know about." And one another, could someone have something to eat? In verse 34, and Jesus says, "My food is still of him who sent me, and to finish his work." What was Jesus sent to do? He was sent to seek and to save the lost. He was sent ultimately to go to the cross, die on the cross for our sins, the sins of the world. And so as we think about that today, how can we know God's will? First of all, it is to live out the Great Commission that he's given to us. John tells us Jesus sends us as the Father has sent him, and that's to save those who are lost. And here in John chapter 4, Jesus says, really the fields are harvest, and look up and see that they're ready for harvest. And there are folks all around us who still share Jesus Christ with them. And so as we think about that and heading into this Lord's Day, and to think about family, friends, co-workers, neighbors who need to hear the gospel, who need to respond to the gospel, who need Christ as Savior and Lord, that mission not changed, the mission changed, and what Jesus has called us to do has not changed. And so we're to do his will and carry it out. Even in these days of social distancing and still being quarantined, we have an opportunity through technology, through social media, through telephone, to be able to continue to share that good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so let his will, wherever our feet might take tomorrow into this coming week. I hope that you have a wonderful, blessed day in the Lord. Enjoy this day together with your family, and we look forward to you joining us tomorrow in worship, 10:45, fbccarlsbad.org, and on Facebook Live. God bless you, and have a wonderful, blessed day.